Hi, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is going to be your general reading for August 2020. Um, I hope everyone is well. We will be using the, excuse me, Radiant White deck, clarifying with Levita Sibila, excuse me, and we'll pull a Golden Nostradamus card. So, I did a bit of shuffling. We're just going to get directly into the reading. And the first card that fell out was the Ace of Swords. And by the way, happy birthday, all Leo sons. Okay? Strange times we're living in, but, you know, try to find the joy and the beauty when and where you can. So, let's put the rest of the cards down. The World card. Oh, that's always nice. The King of Wands. The Seven of Wands. The Five of Pentacles. The Page of Swords. The Seven of Swords. So now I have two sevens. Okay. That's interesting. And two court cards. Let's see what else is here. Actually, let's see. Two sevens. I thought I had two fives, but it's just two sevens. There's the Ace of Pentacles. Last card down. The Nine of Cups. Well. I get the sense that this is some kind of employment issue, financial issue. The reason why I say that is we have this Five of Pentacles here in the center of the spread. I do have 1, 2, 3 swords, 1, 2 wands, 2 aces, and a cup. Okay? So here with the sword, since it's more weighted towards the swords, this is thoughts, beliefs, ideas, communications, but also I feel that there's some type of negotiation thing that is happening. Now, this Seven of Swords is kind of an odd card. Most people who read cards will always interpret it as being lies and spying and deceit, and that is a possibility, but I have seen it show up when it speaks to a house move. I have also seen it show up when it speaks to the idea of not planning, things not going the way that you want them to, due to a lack of planning or rushing around. So we're going to take a look at that. I do feel for some of you, whether same-sex or heterosexual, the messages are going to apply, but I also feel that whether you are male or female or take the male or the female role in a relationship, that this King of Wands is you. Some of you may be dealing with that actual King of Wands, but for others of you, particularly if you're female and you are making your own decisions, basically if you're running your own business or you're a manager or a director or something of that sort, you will show up as a King of Wands, okay? Now, underneath it, we have the Fool card, okay? Basically, two aces speak to an engagement, a proposal, a marriage, or some type of commitment. So this could be either romantic or it could be business, all right? I'm reading for lots of Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, so, you know, a lot of things can apply. 2 sevens usually speak to instability issues or causing, self-confidence issues or causing relationship issues, but also 2 sevens can speak to false friends, all right? Which is also true. The Fool card, I think, over the reading itself, is telling me that this is a brand new journey, that it is a brand new path that you're heading on. So whenever I see the Fool card show up, particularly over the top of the spread, that kind of just tells me that something is just beginning. There's a new journey that's just beginning. With the World card at the top, Some of you, and this is kind of what's throwing me, because the world card always implies that there's some type of ending, there's some kind of graduation or some type of completion of a cycle, right? The Ace of Swords always speaks to truth, but as we know, truth can be painful, right? But truth is always enlightening. So aces are the excessive degrees of anything. So this is the way you speak, the way that you think, or gaining new mental ideas, using your mind power to, I don't know, overcome something. The truth is here, past, present, future, interplay of the cards. The truth is that whatever this thing is, it has been a struggle for some of you. Nevertheless, you have been in a better position than you realize. Okay? Now, there is a meaning of the two different boots that I ran across, I don't know, a couple of months ago. So I'm going to read that to you, because if you notice, he has on two different shoes. The way that always has played out for me is this idea that you had to get up in a hurry and tend to a whole bunch of things. You got a lot of things coming at you. You just jumped up and grabbed whatever. You got your stick and you went out and you're doing that thing, right? So to me, that plays into this idea of rushing around and not planning, the fact that you got up and started just doing stuff without maybe a plan. Things haven't been going to plan as of late. Okay. Now, I do feel for some of you that there is some message that has come in that is not what it appears to be. Okay. And maybe that's why you have to jump up really, really quick and move around. You know what I mean? But something appears not as it really is. Maybe someone has given you some incorrect information. Maybe someone is actually hiding something from you. I get the sense that this is really a negotiation or a contractual or some kind of business deal. One in which, in fact, I think you have lost either your position, so to speak, yeah, but you've also lost, there's a feeling of feeling sorry or having lost funds over this thing. I do understand that right now everyone is under the influence of the pandemic, so lots of people are not working from not going to actual work. Maybe your hours have been cut. Maybe you've actually been laid off or furloughed. Maybe your business where you're working has gone out of business because you haven't been able to sustain, your business due to a lack of finances, customers and whatnot. What is interesting to me, however, is this row. So I'm not exactly sure if this is a competition, okay, where you've been battling a business competition, and maybe this negotiation, there's a competition here, because we see that this idea of losing your physical or financial security being, for lack of a better term, kind of kicked to the curb is somewhat of a wish for someone, getting exactly what they wanted. So what I'm wondering is, who is this Page of Swords? Okay? Because typically the Page of Swords is going to be somebody who is a rather nasty character, can be quite biting and quite quick, but also somebody who just kind of rushes around. This could even be an idea where you yourself may have shot yourself in the foot, so to speak. But yet, this row in the center kind of tells me that this cycle of feeling like there's a lot of poverty, or you're in poverty, or you're in a situation that brings about poverty, is going to bring you a new opportunity to go someplace else, to do something different, to do it in a different manner. To me, the Ace of Pentacles is not just about a new financial opportunity. It really speaks to the idea of the doing of something. That's what the Pentacles represent. The physical aspect, the physical realm, the third dimension. So even this idea of feeling bereft, feeling sorry, feeling nervous or anxious about finances or security and whatnot is going to lead you to a new place. But the thing is you're going to have to be able to focus all of your attention on being able to accept whatever this new thing is. I don't know if that makes any sense. So what I want to do is take a look to see if any of these, the Seven of Wands and Swords, Five of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups never tells me anything except that's the wish card. There is a danger, however, in the Nine of Cups being like getting everything you ever wanted, because sometimes you do get what you want. You work so hard, you strive, you do whatever it takes to get whatever it is you want, and then you get it, and you like, damn, this ain't even worth it. Or, man, it's more headache than what I thought. You understand what I mean? So there's a danger in that. Sometimes I've seen it show up when it speaks to the idea of someone not wanting any help because they feel they're okay exactly where they are. So there's a danger in that as well. So what I want to do is take a look to see if I can discover anything about these, what do you call it? Pip cards as they relate to this World card here. And that is the only, what do you call it? Major arcana in the actual spread. Okay, I've come to the Swords. I'm going to first take a look at the Swords card. To see the Ace of Swords. Next to the World, it is a sign of a negative mindset and attitude, and it may be implying an obstinate attitude and standpoint and a reluctance to take on good advice. That's exactly what I just said to you. Sometimes this card is about, I like to call it like a false pride. Everything is okay, and I don't need any help from anybody. You know, or I don't see whatever it is you're offering me. I don't see the benefit in it for me. That's what I was saying. I think this King of Wands is pivotal. Okay? I really do. Let me see if I can find anything out about the Seven of Wands. To see if it tells me anything. Nothing about the Seven of Wands. And maybe the thing is that you think whoever is offering you help has some type of ulterior motive. Well, that could be true, because sometimes the Fool card can be that idea about not being foolish. Somebody who is pretending to be something they're not. They don't have all of the necessary skills, but they walk around like they do. Okay? Don't see anything about the the Seven of Wands. So let's take a look at this Five of Pentacles here. Next to the Nine of Cups. Now this is interesting. It signifies that plans are coming together and success is on the way. It may also depict a monetary gain. It signifies good luck and possibly an inheritance or some gain or influx of money. There it is. And it's coming from this person. Now, if it's not coming from this person, this means that you are going to have to garner all of your skills, your resources, your knowledge, your charm, your diplomacy, your tact, right? And you're going to have to work this deal. All right? That's what it means. Now, I want to take a look at the Seven of Swords here to see if it tells me anything. Where are my swords? Here we are. With the Nine of Cups, it is informing you that your wants and desires will come to fruition, but not necessarily as you would expect. Appearing next to any other seven of a suit, it indicates that huge life changes are about to take place. It is a strong indication that you have reached an important point in your life and that change is inevitable. It tells of having to start over under new or different circumstances. New favorable conditions abound. But there's a warning with this card, because sometimes this card can be that it says it can suggest that your plans are not working out as planned, so look for an alternative. If your plan does not work out, you should not look to place blame on others, but rather look to yourself for reasons of the failure. It may also indicate that the most likely cause of failure is hasty actions and a lack of focus and concentration. But it is also telling you that you need to be upfront and honest in all of your dealings. Otherwise, you're going to be caught out. It can also tell you that somebody may be spying or delving into things that are none of their business. Basically, though, it speaks to ill-conceived plans. You are asked to be wary of fanciful promises and should look carefully at any situation before making adjustments. You need to remain concentrated and focused at this time and keep distractions to a minimum. So I think that this is, the news has come in, but I don't think you trust it. Not only do you not trust it, you're not really concentrating and focusing. You're too wrapped up in this particular energy here. Okay? And you should change that in a hurry. So let's look at this Ace of Pentacles and see what it tells us. It tells me nothing. Two aces often tell of a wedding. But as I say, a wedding, a commitment, a marriage, an engagement. And what is a business deal or contractual negotiation except a contract, right? One way or the other. So what I'm going to do is I want to look at, I'm going to look at this Page of Swords. Okay? And again, I feel that for some of you, this reading is directly related to you. For others of you, it is directly related to someone that you are dealing with or someone who may be entering into the picture. What I find interesting is where he is positioned across the past row. He's looking back over the fact that he's completed some kind of cycle. And he's in a good position because he's at the top of the spread, right? But then we see this indirect influence here of somebody who's feeling some kind of loss or feeling sorry for themselves. Maybe there's a trust issue here. Maybe they themselves are lacking the self-confidence, so they're not paying attention, so that when this new offer comes around, they're going to miss it or they're going to flub it up. So let's take a look at this Page of Swords to see what it has to say. The La Namica. So remember I said there's some message or some news that has come through. It is coming from the La Namica. There's the Militare. That's another Page of Swords, by the way. So this is some kind of legal issue or some kind of issue where the law will be involved. It is somebody who is definitely out to make your life hell or difficult. And it looks like it's a battle between two friends. There may be some money involved in this. Let me take a look at this Six of Swords. Most definitely, this is somebody who is... Now, on the off chance that this is dealing with a male or the person who takes the male role, this is the ex. That's the ex. This is somebody who will use the kids to, what do you call it? Against the ex-partner or spouse. That's who it is. And there's definitely some nasty words and some dirty tricks being played by this person. This could be the idea that you think everything is fine, and then right when you get to that point, this person crops up, and now you got to deal with them. I think that there's some indication that there was a previous, let's say, battle or discussion, maybe some arguments and stuff like that previously. Yeah, you've had to battle for whatever it is. Maybe you paid the person off in some way. You know what I mean? Okay, here, take this and go away. Okay, that person's going to come back right when you get this new offer. Somehow they're going to get wind of it. I don't know how. Let's take a look at the Seven of Swords. There's a conversation. That's the negotiations there. The falsità. There's some lies being told here. And the constellante sorpresa. Now, to me, what the constellante sorpresa means is that even though this is some BS, okay, ultimately, you're going to discover something in this particular conversation. Something is going to come to you. And out of that conversation, it is going to be something that you can actually use and move forward with. Just be aware that if you're sitting across the table negotiating with someone, even if it's over the phone, if you're doing some type of contractual issue, or somebody comes up out of the woodwork at a time when having to do with money or possession or finances, work, things of that nature, they're going to come at you with some lies, okay? But they're going to slip and say something that's going to put you in a better position, all right? So do be aware of that. I want to take a quick look at the, where's my book? Here it is. This could even be the idea that, let's say, if this is about a marriage or a proposal, you're sitting down to talk, but there's some hidden aspect to this. If you are astute and you are attuned, you're focused, and you are not letting your mind race, only you can control your thoughts and your actions. You're going to find something out that's going to really kind of help you along. The card speaks to unexpected gain and a positive turn of events. Here we see it. It says a positive change of circumstance. It implies a situation that is in progress. A positive change of circumstance from the present condition, which usually comes out of the blue. Okay? It is the card of fulfilled dreams, harmonious relationship, a stroke of luck, and passive income. In this respect, it can indicate a successful investment, a fruitful get-rich-quick scheme, an inheritance, a scholarship, and even luck when gambling. Any of these achievements will be successful due to a lucky streak, as this card does not imply having to spend a lot of time to obtain results. Remember that rushing around that I'm telling you about? Okay? Be cautious of that. You really are going to have to be on your P's and Q's. It also represents the arrival of good news. More often than not, it implies that you will need to jump at a chance that will be presented to you in the near future. That's all it says. Okay? And you don't ever want to see this person with this person, because you are literally dealing with somebody who's trying to destroy you. And I do get the sense that it is over finances. The Lamika is usually a friend or an acquaintance. She can be a queen of, she's really the Queen of Wands. This is a Queen of Swords. And she basically will either offer you some type of assistance, sometimes monetarily, but sometimes she can introduce you to someone who can help you with your situation. So with that being said, let's go ahead. I do sense that it's going to turn out okay. It may even be very successful for you. But there's a period coming up here where there's a fox in the hen house someplace. Okay? So, formulate your question. This could even be an ex coming back. Oh, wow. It is I think that's the stork. Isn't that something? Wow. In youth, we feather our own nest. In old age, we seek only rest. Joy will arrive soon. Positive, unexpected news, or a new birth yet to be conceived or already on its way. Now, a new birth is not necessarily, to me, about the birth of a child. That's quite possible. And the ex would come and say, I'm pregnant, right? Some shit like that. In which case, that's a whole different kettle of fish if it's the person you've been dealing with, right? But to me, the idea of birth is this new thing that's trying to come into being, okay? This new journey that's about to take place, this new project that is trying to come forth, all right? Or the idea that you're going to be given an opportunity, something will be conceived, and then you'll be given an opportunity to give birth to it. Okay, that's what I have for you, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for August. I hope the messages help. And until next time, namaste. Let me find my little thing.